Hey coaches, what's going on? It's Coach Tim here with another video, guys, and this is part 2 of my series talking about how to deal with parents, guys. And I usually don't do a two-part series, but this topic is so important, and I really want to make sure, guys, that you're able to manage these parents so you can have a good football season. Because I don't care how good your talent is, if you got parents who are not bought in, like, it can be a living hell for you. So I want to give you some practical tips on how to deal with difficult parents and exactly what, kind of, I'm gonna share a little bit of what I'm dealing with too, um, and just kind of help you guys navigate through this, because I'm telling you, more than half of you guys are going to deal with situations that I'm about to go over today. And guys, before I get into this video, do me a solid, like and subscribe to my channel. Go on and do it now, guys. Don't put it off. Go on and like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And also, my gift to you guys is my free Beast Formation Playbook. Get my free Beast Formation Playbook below. It's the second link. That's my first edition. And guys, if you want to go all in on the Beast, I got my new Beast Formation Playbook. That's the first link, okay? In the description box. All right, guys, so let's get to into this real quick. Guys, like I said before, one of the things that can really cause disruption in your program more than anything else is dealing with parents who are not bought in, dealing with toxic parents, dealing with parents that's not complying with the rules and standards that you have in your program. All right, guys, that can be one of the most frustrating and most difficult things to deal with, because basically when parents don't do what you need them to do for their kids in your program, what it does is it slows down the process to develop a kid. It slows down the process to making sure you're ready to compete in the fall football season or the spring football season, depending on what league you're in. So one thing you want to do, and I'm gonna try to be as transparent as possible with you guys in this video, is that when you're dealing with parents who have not bought into your process and who refuses to buy into your process, guys, you have to be willing to confront that situation. That's step one. You got to be willing to confront that situation. What I usually do, when, let's just use an example, if you got practice twice a week, and then you ask for your parents to make sure they show up on time for practice, right? But they are consistently not showing up to practice on time. They're consistently 30 minutes late for practice, or not showing up at all, right? You want to confront that issue. The best way to confront that issue, first of all, is to have like a parents meeting. Have a parents meeting with all your parents and reiterate the importance of being at practice on time. You know, our time is limited already. We only got a certain amount of time to develop the kids, and we want to make sure we got, our kids having fun, because they know what they do. They know what they're doing, and they're confident in what they're doing, right? So that's the first step. Let's say these parents are consistently doing this. What you probably want to do, confront the parents again, but this time confront them on an individual level. Okay, have individual talks with these parents, because some of these parents, they feel like they can get away with it. Some of these parents don't care, so they want to be defiant and they want to do whatever they want to do. All right. And let's say you do step one, you do step two, you confront them individually, and they're still defiant, they're still doing what they need to do. It's not really a legit reason why. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, some parents work and got other obligations that, causes them to be late, which is understandable. But with a lot of these parents, at least parents I've dealt with in the past, they just got they got poor life skills, poor habits, and then they bring the poor habits to your program, and they expect you to get in line with their poor habits. No, no, no. But what you want to do, guys, is after you went through those two steps, be willing to replace them. You don't have to necessarily be nasty to the parent and be like, look, we can't have you a part of the program. There are times where this has to happen. You know, especially if the parent's like doing some really belligerent things like cussing. You ask them not to, being combative, coming on the field, and you keep telling them not to do it, but they keep doing it. You may have to ask them to find another program. But sometimes, and this is what I do, guys, after I keep warning these parents and they keep doing the same thing, I'm just gonna start recruiting other kids to replace them, okay? Because if you got a kid that's not showing up consistently to practice, guys, you know, that's not serving the program well, it's not serving the kid well, and it's gonna hurt you once the football season starts. So you can't keep dragging a parent along. And you know, let me go ahead and debunk this, because this is an issue that I always run into in my program. You get a lot of kids who want to play, but the parents won't bring the kids to practice. They won't pay registration fees, things of that nature, and they expect you to do all the work. I've been doing this long enough to know that I put it on the parents to be responsible for their own child. I used to drive my truck picking up 10 to 12 kids on the back of my truck, and you know, risking their safety, my safety, getting tickets and all of that, while the parents sitting on the porch barbecuing because they see me as a babysitter opposed to a coach. I cut that out. And if the parents got a problem with it, they can find another program who's willing to deal with it, because I don't deal with it, right? So be willing to just replace the kid. Don't chase them, replace them. That's a motto that I live by in both my professional, personal, and coaching life. Don't chase them, replace them. And I know that may sound cold, that may sound harsh, but guess what? When you don't chase them and you replace them, what happens is they see that you're not worrying about them no more, and they either going to get in line with your program, or they're going to leave and find another program to be a headache in. That's how it usually works, guys. Don't be afraid to have high standards in your program, and don't compromise your standards for parents, adults who may have bad habits in their personal life, and then they want to bring it over into your program and expect you to deal with it. No, don't even waste your time. And guys, if you agree with that, do me a favor, hit that like button, guys. Go ahead and hit that like button if you agree with what I'm saying in regards to this. I really appreciate it. And one more point I want to make, guys, and I'm gonna let you go with this video, is, guys, listen, one thing you want to really attack fast as you can is when parents start talking negative about you, your leadership, your program, your culture. You don't want that crap to linger. Now, people are gonna talk about your program, period, because anybody who's done youth football, you know that, especially in the fall season, if you lose a game, people start talking. If you call a certain play and they don't agree with it, they're gonna start talking. That's a part of it. That's a part of the job that you have chosen as a youth football coach. You can't control that. You can't control if people are gonna talk crap about you or not. But what you can control is people spreading negative things, talking negative throughout, among the parents. You want to attack that. You want to get on that fast, because they can become a counselor. They can become a counselor to your program, and before you know it, you losing parents and you don't know why. And it's because you got a Judas in the program. I made a video about how to identify a Judas in your program. And Judases in your programs are people who really trying to portray you, or already got it set up to portray you. You want to go ahead and confront that. And what I do, again, I skip step one. I don't have a general meeting about that. I go ahead and have a one-on-one meeting with the person that's causing the dysfunction. And I don't be disrespectful. I don't be disrespectful because honestly, you calling them on their crap is almost shell shock them by themselves because they wasn't expecting you to confront them on it. And, you know, I either, you know, take them off individual on the field, or I have me and my VP, we'll go and talk to the person and just say, you know, like, let's say they've been talking crap about the program, right? What I say is, so I heard you haven't been happy with the program. You know, what's going on? What's the problem? You know, and either they're gonna fold, or if they are a real one, they'll tell you, you know, how they've been feeling, and then you can help them get through whatever. Because look, I believe hurt people, and some of these parents, they negative and they talk crap because that's the life they live. Their life is negative. Their life is painful. They're unhappy about their, you know, what's going on in their life. So you have to just show empathy and know how to deal with people like that. Because in many cases, at least with what I've seen as a youth football coach, is that when you're dealing with parents who got these really poor habits and all of that, it really is a reflection of how they live their life, their everyday life. So you have to be mindful of that. All right, guys. So that's it with this video, guys. I wanted to make this video to really help you guys deal, you know, with difficult parents, guys. And again, like, if you got questions, let me know. I'm an open book about this topic, any topic. And, you know, do me a solid and subscribe to my channel, like my channel. And don't forget to download the free Beast Formation Playbook, guys. And remember, I want you to be great, have fun, and beast out. And take control of your program. Don't let these parents dictate your program and how it's going to be ran. If you're the president, if you're the head coach, you run your program the way it's supposed to run. You the program director, whatever. You run this program with vision, with purpose, and with intentionality. And everybody else needs to get in line with that. All right, guys. Be great. Have fun. Beast out. And guys, don't forget to download that free Beast Formation Playbook. Peace.